Hi, everybody. So, this isn't going to be a long live. I was just taking today the orange lights down off my deck, um, trying to get in the spirit. Um, I sort of do 2 times the speed to watch Dolly Vision shows, and I watch the end more where he says goodnight to everybody. And I saw where he was asking who had trees up, put a 2, a 1, whatever. There were a lot of 2s. And I was glad to see that, to tell you the truth. Not that I want people to be sad or anything during the holidays, but I felt less alone because I don't have anything up. And I always, every year by December 1st, I got, the living room and the kitchen, everything all. And I do it for the kids. And even though they're not kids, my kids are grown adults, 19 and 27, I do it for them. I really do. It's not for me. And it's been hard these last few weeks. But I was out there taking my lights down. I had my iPad out there. And I was watching part of Dumpling's show. And other people are saying names and saying they have no problem with it. So I guess I will. And Luna came up. And I thought, why is she upset? And I'm watching this because I genuinely care about her. She's the kind of person um, that you can get to like and know pretty quickly, like I did on panel. And, we had a little bit of a falling out. I can't even remember what it was about. I truly can't. And that's probably because it was pretty insignificant to her and me. And we became friends again on Messenger, and it was really nice. And to see her come up nearly in tears while she's driving and try to say what was on her mind and what she was feeling, I was very interested in what she had to say. But what I noticed, and people will take this the wrong way, and they shouldn't, just watch back the live, you guys. She didn't have, I'm not saying she wasn't allowed to talk, she didn't have the chance. People hopped up on panel and said what they wanted. Someone else said what they wanted. Someone else said what they wanted. And she said maybe 4 or 5 words of that, or maybe 2 whole sentences at the most. Watch it. She never did really get to express her feelings or what she was going through. And this is what I noticed. Okay? It's my observation. You guys can watch it back. You can, figure out your observation. But being from supposedly, I guess, the other side or whatever, because I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard people on a certain creator's channel purposely went over to, I'll just call her B, not Queen Bee, but BO's, no, that doesn't sound good either. B, but not Queen Bee's channel to be able to really rally. This is what I was told, and I think there's some truth in it. And I'm not going to say names. I don't need any more enemies. You guys know who you are. To release those tapes and to rally against me, but they didn't dare do it, right? In the main guy's chat, where I used to be for a year. Okay? So, anyway, I heard that, and it's kind of looking like that to me, but it's okay. It's done. It's done. In fact, my fighting and my crying and all of that is over. Okay? And now it's moved on to Rose. But getting back, and I'm not saying it won't circle around to me or I won't do one little thing wrong or, if I'm allowed back on that show, after the holidays or whenever, um, who knows what it'll be like. I'm a big girl. I can handle things. But the thing is, Luna tried to state what she was going through, and she mentioned that it was from a gal in their chat, in their group, that had said, not these exact words, but gee, you're kind of picking sides, okay? And she was really hurt by that, like crying and hurt. And she was not, you guys, she wasn't given the chance to really share when she came up. She was instantly, oh, well, you don't have to listen to those people. Well, what does that mean? Don't have to listen to the people in her chat? It wasn't about that. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about Rose. It wasn't. It wasn't about us or anyone else that they might be mad at or upset with or won't forgive for. Okay? People can say they forgive, but is it in their heart, right? So I found that interesting, and I found it almost expected, because what I saw and heard was their way of, instead of hearing what someone in their chat might be causing some division, right? Or making her think about, well, you better pick sides. You better not hop over there and say anything or act like you like them at all or whatever. Now, this is just what I surmised, okay? That's not what this lady said on that creator's in her chat. That's not what she said. But it's what happened. And so it was like, oh, they're just bullies, they're this. No, we've been trying to stop this, for lack of a better word, nonsense for days. And it's only until it's semi backfiring on other people, because either A, they got a taste of their own medicine, which I hate that saying, but that's kind of what it is, doesn't make it right. I frankly don't agree really with what Rose did. Like, right? You don't want to be bullied. You don't want your friend to be bullied, but you kind of do it back. But that was her way of releasing her anger. Okay? She doesn't hop up on a bunch of panels and get, okay, not coddling, but you know what I'm trying to say. She has her own show. She lives alone. She has her own way of dealing with things. And that's the other thing, right? I'm not having a drink. I'm not puffing away on an e-cig, okay, while I'm talking or on a live or sipping. I'm sipping on a soda. Okay, I don't have any chemicals going in my brain to relax me. Perhaps that's why I break down bawling so much easier. Maybe if I don't know what those e-cigs do, all those flavors. I've never even had a puff on one. Those strawberry, whatever kinds there are. Maybe they relax you more. Maybe they numb you out a little. I don't know. Shoot, maybe I'll even try one someday. But the thing is, I don't have that. Okay? I don't smoke Mary Jane. All right? I never even knew it was called that, but that's what I'll call it now until I was on, the other show. So my point is, I'm thinking this now. I'm thinking that people want division. I'm seeing it. I'm hearing people say, oh, after all those words that come out of her mouth, meaning me or Rose, and I heard this from two different people now, two different people, why would they feel like they can come back? Do you see what I mean? So that's their way of pushing the division all the more. instead of let's wait and see what happens. Let's let the Creator make his decision. And whatever it is, I'll stand by him, you know, or I'll stand by her. And when people come up, because this is all really sudden, you know, Rose left me a voice message today, and she's left me hundreds in these months. And I didn't know what on earth they were going to be. You know, I didn't know, but she absolutely nailed it. She nailed it. And I told her, I said, these two, one was 29 minutes long and one was like 12. And I said, out of all the messages you've ever sent, these are the most profound, just intuitive. I mean, it was really kind of shocking. And I told her that. And I'm going to say this. In the first message, she was very determined and strong and knew what she was going to do and how she was going to think and how she was going to head forward through all this chaos, as people like to call it. But really, it's not chaos. It's cyberbullying. I'm just going to say what it is. It's still continuing because nobody should have to pick a side. And people say that, right? But then they don't allow it to happen. Okay, I had someone come in my chat last night and say, ew, this channel is, and then there was an emoji with all this green vomit, right? Coming out of the mouth. I can honestly tell you it didn't faze me. I didn't be like, oh my, if they say something wrong again, at least time them out or block them. No. I said that person can have her opinion. You know, I think 3 Dot called the her a he, and then I was like, well, maybe it is a he with a female avatar. But the point is, I'm not going to judge that quick. And I honestly feel like there's a lot of creators out there that just judge what other people say about someone. I mean, we all have our own little quirkiness and unique way and tone, the way we speak, and we all look different. And some of us just speak behind a circle, and some of us show who we are. And I felt really bad for Luna. And I'm not saying this so she'll message me and say, oh, you know, because we're still friends. She just said to me a couple of days ago, I wish this would all stop. And I gave her a little heart. That's it. I didn't do a big, long whatever, you know, spiel or voice message or whatever. I only leave voice messages now for people I really, really know. And I mean, we're talking like really know. Not just someone that gives me a gift or has my address even. No, no. I know who they are. Gone as far as they put their husband on to talk to me before. Okay, about whatever it is. Okay, offering me a lawyer, or talking to me about what they feel their wife is watching and how it's affecting her or him or what they think. So I mean, Messenger is great. This is on Facebook right now, but I don't really go over there anymore, and I'm not going to. Because to me, I don't have the time. I really, truly don't. But you know, I had no intention of coming up. It's midnight your guys' time pretty much, unless you're in the Midwest. It's 8:55 mine. I think I started at 8:30. I had no intention of coming up. Okay, I don't have a stitch of makeup on. My hair's a mess, and it's been a crazy day. All right, I brought the kittens. All 3 kittens are girls. Yeah, I left the mama. She had an appointment to get fixed, and she was in the car. When I found out they were all girls, because my son's birthday is 4 days after Christmas. And honestly, he always has a cake and he always gets a gift, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's just money's gone. Audio's messed up, Teresa. Am I crackling? I'm just about done anyway. Sound is off? Huh. Oh, is it good now? I probably had my darn finger over the speaker teeny button. Can you hear now? Can you guys hear me now? Better now. All right. Was it like that a long time? Did I talk basically for nothing? All right. Good now? Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. When you're holding this flat little iPad, it's very easy to drop. It's like I dropped it yesterday. I was carrying a dirty meat plate from feeding the kittens, and it slid off my hand because I'm trying to open the door and not let the other cats in, and it was hard to hear. All right. So I just want Luna to be happy where she goes, but I really think creators need to slow down and pay more attention to what their panel guests are trying to say. She wasn't given the chance. Now, she might be feeling just fine now and everything's great because everybody said, oh, just ignore those bullies and don't even go over there. Don't listen to them. Well, you know what? In all honesty, I'm going to say it. I didn't start this. And I'm not going to say Sweet Misery started this, but asking me that silly question about Jimmy or Ernie Shell and me saying, well, that's a given. You know, why did she have to ask that? I'm telling you right now, that's when it all started. And then a woman, we'll just say that, on the other side, felt that I was addressing my entire life to her. No. And then she did her thing, right? Her, as Dave called it, what do you call it? A manifesto, a book, whatever. The thing is, when I know that I know how someone feels about me and they're reaching out to me and I know they don't really like me and it's negative feelings, I don't have to answer. Just like I don't have to answer this phone. I'm not going to answer the phone. It's going to ring and be annoying. There we go. So I have enough stress in my life. I don't have to answer questions to anybody, you know? And in all honesty, the one person I need to answer questions to is Jimmy. And I'll do and respect what he wants, not what other people are telling me how to act, how to be, this and that. Now they're calling again. Good grief. So I'm hearing that a lot. I'm hearing the darn phone is driving me nuts. Okay, it's for my son. He's going to have to just, there we go. Volume's off. I'll give my son the phone a minute. My son's getting a phone from his dad this Christmas. All right. So I just wanted to say those things. You know, people, I'm not twisting anything. I've done what was asked of me. Okay. I've tried not to talk about things. I've tried not to say names. I've tried not to do things. But when it's going on in like 10 different channels, roughly 5 days ago, and then there's the backlash and the leftovers, so to speak, for lack of a better word, of people who maybe didn't get their dig in or whatever, they'll hop on another chat and do it. I said myself, you guys, this wasn't going to end. I knew it wasn't going to end. Honestly, it's too much fun for some people. If people can sit on their channels ever and laugh at someone else's troubles or strife or embarrassments, they'll have to answer to only one person. I can actually sleep at night. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou. I'm not. But I can say I've forgiven people. I can say that I've apologized in the way that I could and was semi-allowed to. And I'll say this, when I sent that letter and her little avatar was on the bottom, I wrote in the letter, I'm not expecting you to even accept this apology. So when I was notified that she hadn't, and then I heard her say it on this channel, you know, with all the Christmas in the background and whatnot, like we're all supposed to be happy, whatever. It didn't surprise me. Okay. I frankly apologized for something that I didn't even mean to do. And I admitted that, yes, I must have really hurt her feelings, but I was laughing at Dave. I was chuckling at Dave's remarks. And he had those intentions weren't even for her either. But he double-barreled down like he does, and like we all kind of do. We all do that, you guys. And then he kind of caved in and said, okay, I'm sorry. And then I guess he was in people's good graces. But the thing is, how come some people can apologize and everything can be just washed over, but I can't? Team Rose can't. You know, when I heard, I'm going to end with this. When I heard someone come up on someone's channel and say this, oh, the damage has been done. You can't take back words. You're not welcome here. You're not welcome at our table. You might as well forget it. Okay, these kinds of things. And that wasn't directed to just me. Okay, someone else who is probably more than likely Rose. That's probably why I'm the one that's been bawling my eyes out, because my voice was heard. Okay, what was seen in other people's things is just words on paper, right? Who really cares about that? Who really cares if we're all called old? Who really cares that my face could be wiped up on the sidewalk someday, right? Who really cares if everybody in Jimmy's chat is hated, or at least everyone that's up on panel every night together, trying to give him a good show and hang out? It doesn't matter, does it? Because it's on paper. But the thing is, even if the voice was out there, would it matter? Probably not. Okay, probably not. And I don't have to go into the reasons for that. It's just a given. But you know, you guys, ask yourself, words on paper, words in text, words in chat, the comments made after my videos and anyone else's, they're not as hurtful, honestly, as hearing a voice say it? Not really, right? I get it. That's why I was bawling my eyes out, because it was hurtful and I felt ashamed. For some reason, I didn't feel embarrassed, but I did feel ashamed. And at least I can show my true colors in my face, and at least I'm genuine. So, I mean, when people come up on your panel, anybody out there, and they're confused, or they maybe want to have a friend in another channel or stay connected to that creator, or they're just trying to offer some peace, and there's a person in your chat that's trying to purposely cause division or make them feel bad, talk to that person. Don't push it all to the other side and say, oh yeah, just stay away from them. Stay away from them. They're bad people. I'm here to say, I don't know if I've seen hardly any nice creators yet. I mean, think about it. Joan Zen used to make, little things about me, and just some of them were more hurtful than others, but I knew it was all in fun. But I kind of like her now. She sort of changed her tune and come around and whatever. But she wasn't that nice a year ago, at least not to me. Maybe to lots of other people she was. And Queen Bee goes back and forth with people I've seen, and there's just so many. There's so many. Everybody's bullying everybody, you guys, but you guys can use different words for it. I never heard the word drag. And I'll be the first one to say here that Jimmy's funny, and Jimmy can drag, okay? He can. He's comical. He could probably do stand-up comedy. But all these other people that bully and say they're dragging, no. Should take a look at yourself. It's really shocking. This is just going to keep going on and on and on. Rose told me, I'm going to end with this. She said, Tina, she might have said Megan. I can't remember. She said, at least the hate isn't all on you. She said, it's all focused on me now, and I did that for you. And you know what I did? I'm honest with my friends. I didn't go, oh, no, 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 but I did tell her. I said, Rose, you sort of just got into the fight. You kind of just got in there. Okay, my battle, I felt emotionally completely drained last night. I went to bed with my clothes on. I didn't even brush my teeth. I felt nauseous. Lack of sleep, stress. And then today was just hell, taking Parker to his appointment, and they weren't even in the building, and there was a car accident on the highway, so we were late anyway. And I was actually snappy for the first time to my poor neighbor. I was like, no, you should have taken a left there. I didn't want him to be late, right? And she's driving. Like, that's not good. And that's not even me, but it was today. Oh, and then when I get back from the thing with the little kitties, finding out they're all girls, that was like the only good thing today. I can honestly say that. The only good thing. That deputy, right, that was rude to me the day before Thanksgiving was at my damn door. Now, first I saw a cop, and I always just opened to him. And then she said, Debbie, and I locked it really quick. And I'm looking at her through the peephole, and I'm tired, and it's been a long day, and I still have to get Parker to his appointment and all this. And she decided to be kind of nice. And she was like, yeah, well, I want to close this case. Can I just speak to him? And I said, well, he doesn't want to speak about it. And I told you that. She goes, yeah, but I just let him tell me that. And I said, can he tell you through the door? And I even said, I don't think you can I said, I've actually spoke All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? My son unplugged the thing. Can you guys hear me now? Because something wasn't working with his internet. And I said, would you please let me know next time at least? Good Lord. All right. Anyway, as far as Rose goes, she on her own kind of got involved, and I told her that. I don't think she deliberately tried to just get everything off of me, and I told her that. But I don't have a dog in this fight anymore, you guys. I just don't. I made this little live without my face showing because I'm like more than not prepared to discuss what I saw. And then I thought, well, did I miss something? She turned her avatar off and kept driving. And then the subject was like changed. She never got the chance to really even say what happened. And you know why? That's because certain creators didn't want her to say anything. It was just instantly division, division. And I'm feeling like this has been in the making, you guys, for months. It just happens to fall in the month of December. You know? So if people aren't in the festive mood, I'm going to make myself get in the festive mood. I went to the dollar store and got some fake glittery aqua colored leaf things to put on my kitchen table because they're pretty. And I picked up some stocking stuffers for the kids, which is mostly candy. Different kinds of candies, really cool, like chocolate spoons that melt, you know, in your cocoa, things like that I've never even seen. But they're $1.25, right? But by the time you leave the place, you've spent 40. You know what I mean? When you want to spend 5 or 10, it adds up fast. But it's been a crazy day. I was so stressed out. I thought my key to my lock was outside of my room, and I locked my key in here. And I ran down to maintenance. And it's due to all the stress and dealing with everything around here and everything on the internet. And I just broke into tears. And I was swearing. I was like, I fucking had the worst day. I tried to bring my son to his appointment and I couldn't. I said, you guys were already up fixing the lock, but now I can't find my key. I can't even tend to my guinea pig and my kittens. And I was just bawling. And I've lived here for 22 years. Maria walked up to me and hugged me. And the two guys are looking at me like, who the hell is she? One of them kind of knows me, you know, my situation and all that, and being a single mom. But the other guy was a young guy that fixed the door. And he was just like, oh my God. And they were like, I was such a mess, you guys. They were like, okay, we're going to get a key made now. And well, wait, I don't think we have that kind of lock. Do you care if it's silver? I said, I don't care if you drill the thing off. I said, I don't care. I even said, I don't care if you charge me. I just can't get into my room. That's the kind of day I had. Like, not when it rains, it pours. It was just freaking stormy all day long. Bad, bad day. So for me to come up after such a shitty day and give a darn about Luna's sort of being treated dismissively, that's what I saw. I didn't want to see it. I was hoping to see not some unity, but the person in their chat that was perpetrating the problem, that be discussed. That's not what I saw. I saw instant division. So that tells me this has been coming on for a while, you guys. This resentment, these bitter feelings, whatever. So don't let any of this surprise you, because now I'm really not surprised. because of what I saw. I've been trying. I'm not a darn bully. I didn't come up here and call people names. I haven't sent umpteen chats for months to somebody, you know. I mean, I don't know what my other messages are. What, there's 8 or 9 hours worth? I mean, why would someone want to even do that? It's so weird to me. I guess they're not that interesting. I haven't heard all the other hours, but I know a lot of you ladies have them. A lot of you. And I'm not going to say names. You know how I know? I've seen it in comments and in different chats. Oh, did you hear this one? Oh, did you hear this one? Oh, wait till you hear these. And then someone else will say, I got them all. Oh, you saw them? I mean, this has been going on for 3 weeks. I see everything, you guys. I see everything and I feel everything. But you know what? I have been going through this chaos, as Jimmy likes to call it, for a year. I don't like seeing people having to choose sides. And I don't like seeing people like Rose, who has had literal stalkers going after her, be treated like this. But I guarantee you, this video tonight is either going to fuel their hatred more towards you, Rose. Watch. Or maybe a few of them will back off. And they know who they are. And it's not one channel, it's a few now that are majorly against you. And it's a real disappointment seeing this in a bunch of adults. I'm not even going to say it has to stop, you guys. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Good God, I can imagine what I'm going to get now. More hate right before Christmas. But the thing is, yeah, Sidekick, YouTube has always been this way. Exactly. It's not going to stop because there are people out there that enjoy giggling at embarrassments or strife or whatever. But then when they're called out on it, whoever they are, and frankly, all those women all know who they are. Oh, no, we're not bullies. No, not us. Oh, they just need to this and that and whatever. I think every single one of us need to take a good long look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you have any culpability in any of this? Whether it stemmed back 9 months ago, whether it was snide things written in other people's chats, comments, smearing, sneering, gaslighting. And I know what that means. I was given an entire list, I think, from Maria G. So, in my eyes, oh, this isn't a drama channel. The hell it isn't. The hell it isn't. And as long as you guys are in denial, it's just like someone with a drug or alcohol problem. If you're in denial, you don't have to change, do you? You don't have to look at your faults. You don't have to see, gee, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said that to that one person because that one person went to that person and now it's going to be aired all over that channel. You see what I'm saying? It's frankly a sickness. It's a sickness. When you can't even look at yourself and see what part you have in any of this, and to just push it all to the other side and cause division. Well, I know. But that's it. That's it. And, the bassist is in here, and he did a little video supporting me. I don't know how long he's been a YouTuber, but he said he's never seen anybody cry like that on YouTube. I mean, for God's sakes, I'm pulling down a pajama bottom to wipe my tears. Does anyone give a shit? Not really. Everyone else is just talking about what presents they're buying and Merry Christmas and, ooh, we're not going to talk to that side. People don't care, except the ones you really get to know and care about. And frankly, that's how I feel about Jimmy. It's been nothing but good and nice to me. And that's the way I feel about, I'd say, out of the 60 women I've met on Messenger, there's 10 to 15 that I'm very close to. But use your intuition. If you feel like these channels are too cliquish and you get that vibe, stay away. Because if you try to venture off somewhere, or you go in a chat and you might want to say something or help, make some peace like Luna tried to do, better not do it. The finger will be shaked right at you. You may even be swatted right out eventually, not that day. But if she dares comes in my chat again, who knows what'll happen. It's not about her having to be my friend, but she should be able to choose who she wants to talk to and whose channel she wants to visit, not the consensus of the mob mentality. Good night, everybody. Thank you.